All right. I think we're all started. Everything looks like it's on. Turn our image on. Hello. All right. Why aren't you vegan yet? Go ahead and tell me. I've got some resources. Up here, I've got Dominion, Dairy is Scary, both great free on YouTube. Below that, nutrition information. I love nutritionfacts.org personally. They have something called the Vegan Daily Dozen. Just an easy checklist to make sure you get everything. Vegan Easy, if you want to do more of a structured system where they message you. 10 Weeks to Vegan is another great example. Why isn't my arm visible? What is up? And then Cronometer below that if you ever want to, see the nutritional value of some food. I like that you add also canine teeth without saying an original sentence. And also, before I even said anything, you mean these little pathetic things? I'd say gorillas have bigger ones, elephants have bigger ones, and they're herbivores. So it's more about maybe protection. And even if they were for shredding up animals, today we have evidence that we can thrive without using animals. So who cares what our teeth are? Okay. You got to be over 18. If you're not, I will drop you. Dyer, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because it's nonsensical, really.
I mean,
Wait, it has no
are you here to have a
logical.
true conversation or just to be a
Yeah,
bully?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I
so when you
am.
say
For example,
nonsensical, I want you to describe what you mean so that I
it means
understand
that
what
it
you mean.
doesn't make logical sense
And why doesn't it make logical sense? Because
for
you're just
many,
saying
many reasons.
statements right now. Okay, again, you're just
Yeah, no,
making
for many, many
statements.
reasons. So we'll.
Someone who says for many, many reasons and can't say one doesn't have any reasons. You're illogical. I don't think you know what logic is. Hey, Ohio,
Hello.
are you over
See?
18?
Yep, I'm 19.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, I'm not vegan because I'm used to eating meat. And I'm
Okay.
used to eating vegetables and meat and I was raised to eat a lot of stuff and a lot of people are raised like that.
Okay,
And
so
that's
you,
so
talking about you, do you think that we should respect animals?
yes we should.
Okay.
But we are
Can we
built to eat
respect
meat.
animals? Can we respect animals while using their bodies without their consent for our benefit?
Yes, we can.
Go ahead and tell me, how do you use somebody without their consent in a moral way?
How do we use somebody in a moral consent?
No, how do you use somebody without their consent in a moral way?
But animals can't talk.
Yeah, so if someone can't respond to you, does that mean you can do what you want to them?
No, we just eat
Exactly.
them.
So if an animal can't tell you, I don't want to be treated this way, you should just be able to do what you want to them just because they can't respond?
Hold up. Aren't we built to eat
You
fruits,
didn't answer my
vegetables, and meat?
question. Is it ethical
Okay.
then? Is it moral to use somebody without their consent?
No,
Okay, so why is it then that it's okay to do this to animals but not okay to do to humans?
because animals do that to each other, and we have
Humans
done
do
this
this
for
to each
centuries.
other.
They do.
Yeah. So does that mean I can do it to other humans then?
Well, I mean, you are able to, but I mean, it's
Right.
different in our
Is it moral
look.
though?
No, I mean, it would
Right.
depend. I mean,
Right. So it
look at
doesn't
how the
matter.
animal feels.
It doesn't matter that animals do this to each other because humans do this to each other, right? And also, even if humans weren't doing it to each other and only animals were, it still doesn't, that doesn't make logical sense as animals are not living like we are. And we are moral agents. Like, not all of us, but a good majority of the humans, we're moral agents. So we have this responsibility. We understand that morality is hard and you have to weigh things out and it's complex. Animals aren't given that luxury to learn that, let alone even practice it. Because I'll tell you, I know so many kids that don't know morality, and they have to learn by either bumping into a wall or talking to their parents, right? So we're not even naturally moral. So it's hard to go animals who are never given education, we should use them as our moral guiding star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please say that one more time.
Okay, so animals don't practice morality because they're not taught it. They just do what was taught for them to survive. We have the
Yes.
luxury of understanding morality, that it's hard and you have to weigh things out, right? Similar to
Yeah,
children.
and that's how.
Children don't always understand morality, right? But we don't
Yeah,
hold them to the same standards as a moral agent adult because they don't really know. They haven't had the chance to learn about the gravities of morality, and that's the same thing for animals.
yeah, and mostly we just eat animals because we done it for centuries, and it's normal.
Yeah.
Definitely is
Yeah.
normal. We're built to eat animals, all types
Well,
of stuff.
it doesn't matter what we're built to do. We have evidence that we can thrive just using plants. So, what I'm trying to ask people is, once you learn that animals suffer and feel pain, they have this preference to live, and that we can get everything we need from other sources, what's stopping you from living vegan? I don't know if you know that word.
Oh yeah, and also I'm pretty sure there are some things that can happen if we don't eat amounts of animals, like
Like what?
cows. I would say, they eat a lot. I would say they eat a lot of grass, and that could mess up the ecosystem. And we can also eat bugs too.
Are you worried that the grass will take over?
No,
Oh,
no, I'm talking about the animals might eat too much of the grass.
oh, okay. So we breed animals into existence to chop their heads off. If you so the what's in play right now is called supply and demand. So because you demand animal flesh, they send an animal through the system to remove their head and pull them apart and put their body parts in little packages, right? So when you go to the store and you pick up that package, you're literally saying, I like how you did this. I like the price. Make more. And they do. They send the next individual because you bought that. They replace what you've taken. So the next individual loses their head to be the next package. So if you stop giving them your support, they actually decrease how many animals they breed into existence. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So what I would say is like maybe go watch the documentary Dominion. It's that top one right here. It's free on YouTube, and just ask yourself like, do I really want to give my money to these people? Because I sure as hell didn't. Like I saw that, and this is just showing you what's the bare minimum under their labels. Like what is tolerated under those labels? Humane, grass-fed, cage-free. What does that mean? We think it means something. We paint a picture like of happy animals in our heads, but that's just doing them a favor, and you should really see what it is they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about if animals were human or kind of like human? Would they eat meat?
It doesn't matter what they would do. I personally don't make my choices based off of other people. I base it off my own principles. For example, I'm sentient. I care what happens to me. I can infer that other sentient beings care what happens to them. I personally don't want someone to interfere with me unless they absolutely have to. And animals are much the same. They just want to keep doing whatever they want to do. They don't want us to use them. So if I can infer all of that, I can decide to do something different. Whether or not they decide to be a moral person is not the problem. It's whether I want to be a moral person. It's a personal principle. Excuse me.
Yeah. And like I said, like a few minutes ago, we also eat animals for a lot of reasons, which could mess up the ecosystem too.
So again, animal ag is actually the leading cause to a lot of our environmental degradation. For example, water eutrophication, poisoning, the waterways with all that fertilizer that we have to put on the animals' food, making room for them alone, just pasture land for them to stand in, or even if they're a factory farm, the pens they stand in. Do you know where factory farming came from? Like why we have it? So factory farming came from smaller farms. Small farms are not efficient. They use more land, more water, more resources, and they take longer for the animal to get to slaughter weight. whereas factory farming can get them fatter quicker on fewer resources and less land. And with factory farming, so we have like, I think it's like maybe 1% of these large farms that let animals have space, and then like 90 to 99% is factory farming. All of that takes up 83% of our current agricultural land and only gives us 18% of our total calories. So we're wasting all our resources bringing sentient beings into existence just to unalive them. If we stopped demanding it, they won't be there to overpopulate because we control their numbers, and farmers would just not breed as many into existence. It's that easy. So there's no overpopulation issue. We would actually
It's a
free
good
up
idea.
75% of our agricultural land and feed everybody. So what's stopping you from living vegan?
Oh yeah, and
No, and
my,
why aren't you vegan?
why am I'm not vegan? I'm not vegan because I like to eat
So you haven't listened
other
at all.
stuff instead of just
Okay. Well, go watch Dominion, and if you feel like you could still stomach that, come back and talk to me. Or if you can't, I would love to just hear what your opinions are. Well, I invited somebody up, but it looks like they disappeared. Screaming Face. Are you over 18?
Yeah,
Oh, what year were you born?
I was born in 2000.
I don't know if I believe you. I'll let you go, though. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, I'm not vegan because me personally, I like meat and I love to get my protein in.
Yeah, you
And
can
I
do
feel
that
like,
with plants.
I mean, yeah, but plants is not as the same because you can't just eat a
It
plant
is.
and be full of fat.
It is the same. As long as you get the right amount of amino acids, you'll be great. If you eat your daily calories, you'll get enough protein.
Nah, because
If
me
you're
personally,
worried about nutrition, go to nutritionfacts.org. They actually break it down with videos on studies telling you what does it mean for a food thing to be healthy? What does that mean, right? Compared to what? And they show you the studies, tell you their methodology and what their conclusions are. And they also have what's called the Vegan Daily Dozen, which is an easy checklist to make sure you get everything you need in a day. So if that's really what's holding you back from saving the animals, there's your resource. But I get the feeling it's more taste pleasure than it is nutrition.
yeah, but like, do you just like eat plants or do you eat like, how you say it, like vegan, like,
Cook.
I
I cook
no,
my
like,
food. I eat a whole food
exactly.
plant-based diet.
Really? You don't eat like
Yes.
vegan meat, like Impossible Burger
Of
or
course
nothing
I
like
do
that?
sometimes, yeah, but it's not
Mm.
healthy because they're burgers. They're healthier than their counterparts, but they're still burgers.
So basically, what you're telling me is you want to be a Minecraft skeleton.
Do I look like a skeleton? I've been vegan 9 years, dude.
Damn, bro. That must suck.
It doesn't suck. It's actually awesome. You suck because you can't have a conversation. You're probably actually only 17, 16. All right, 6,
Hello.
7. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
I just don't see a point. But I got one question. Could you show us your fridge real quick? I just want to see what's inside it.
I'm not showing you anything. I'm here to have a
Why not?
conversation.
I just want to see what's.
It is a holiday today, so no wonder all of the children and idiots are out. Jaden, are you over 18?
Hello?
Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 25.
Well, that took a long time to answer. And you are not 25. Camelia, are you over 18?
Hello, yes. I was born in 2006.
Okay.
Um,
Why aren't you vegan
I just
yet?
want to say, okay, I'm personally not vegan, because it's like you said, it's just a taste to me, really. Like,
Okay. I appreciate your
I
honesty.
yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, people don't realize how these animals are literally being abused. Like, the grass-fed thing, that's not real. they're literally in a cage and they just feed them grass. They're not like being able to wander off, and like these animals are not happy. They're doing bad things to these animals, and instead of people acknowledging that, they're just kind of making fun of this issue. And it's not, I'm not saying that, oh, everybody has to be vegan, but they can at least support the not abusing animals. Like, we're already killing these animals and eating them, so the least we can do is give them an okay life before they die.
Do you know why factory farming exists, though?
Because of us, like, we eat.
I mean, yes, but it's there because it's more efficient than those larger, nicer farms.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know if you heard the statistics I was saying earlier. Right now, with factory farming, which is reduced its footprint in land use, water use, and resources, right? Even with factory farming, we're using 83% of our agricultural land for these animals to give us food. And they only give us 18% of our total global calories. So we're using 83% of our land, a third of our fresh water, which we're running out of, and we're toxifying the planet because we want to eat animals. And I'm saying that we don't even need to do this to animals. We can live vegan, and we could actually feed 10 billion people. We're only 8 billion right now. We could feed, though, 10 billion people on a quarter of our agricultural lands. That means we could rewild what's equivalent to America and Brazil combined. Just let that rewild, give it back to the animals or the original stewards that were living there, native populations. And
Yeah,
we
that
could,
definitely is
go ahead.
accurate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're great. I was just trying to state, animals are just inefficient, even, if you can't see the ethics. But I'm here for the ethics only because, like, even to me, even if the planet wasn't burning, even if animals were treated super, super nice, it's enslavement. We're all sentient beings. No sentient being wants to be used or enslaved. We all have our own purpose, we care what happens to us.
I definitely agree with that, but I just, you're one of the very, very, very few people that even think this way, honestly, because some people don't even like see animals as beings, really, as them even having feelings.
I actually feel the opposite. I know that everyone is eating animals and using animals right now, and they justify it in their heads, but I do feel like people, when they're sat down and they think about it logically, they principally are against this. They just have been told for so long to just accept it, and they do. And they get some benefits from it, so they get what's called cognitive dissonance. So even though it's something that's against their principles, they're gaining something out of it, and society's telling them they're good people still, so they keep doing it. It's much like racism, right? There was at some time racism was so entrenched in society, it just felt like there was no escaping it. It just felt like this is life. When really it was like, no, this is principally wrong. And most people, if they logically thought about it, wouldn't do it. Like today, we see most people try to avoid to be racist because it's a principled thing. You don't want to, if you were the one being oppressed, you would want to be respected, treated with dignity. I'm just saying it's the same thing for the animals today. I think most people principally, if they thought about an animal who can feel pain and that they don't need to take anything from this animal, they would agree, yeah, I shouldn't take the life from this animal or their family. So I think most people are logical, but cognitive dissonance plays a huge role in our decision making. And they actually did a study on this where they gave some college students beef jerky and they gave some other students just some nuts. They were separated, and then they were asked questions about animals and what they think, how intelligent animals are. The people that ate the jerky were less inclined to recognize the intelligence of animals, like cows. Cows are compared to like 4-year-olds. Pigs are even smarter. Whereas the people who ate the nuts were more willing to recognize that animals are sentient and, are aware of what's going on around them. So it does, I do think most people would agree with us that animals shouldn't be used the way they are. But they're wrapped in this cognitive dissonance that's being supported by society in general. And it takes somebody like us to speak up and be like, hey, this isn't right. I understand that everybody's doing it, but like we see it's wrong. If we were the animals, what would we want our oppressors to do?
That
Sorry, I
was a
rattled on.
It's okay. That was a really good point, and I think it's sweet that you think that there's still like people that care about the animals. I think maybe because like I personally go and I feed cats like every day, and I've just come across some really bad people that
Yes.
genuinely just hate cats
Yeah.
and
Don't get me
animals.
wrong. There are bad people too. There are people who
Yeah.
genuinely don't understand morality. But those people, honestly, I consider them what we call moral patients. Someone who can't make rational decisions. They're someone who is still sentient, still cares about their life, and should they themselves also be respected. But I don't. They're not the norm, and they need help. If somebody thinks it's okay to harm animals, we normally generally think, oh, that person just needs help. There's something wrong with that person. That's not normal.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I just hate reading the comments. Like these people are heartless,
Oh yeah,
honestly.
it's okay. They're mostly children, and again, they're moral patient. Yeah, they're moral patients. They don't understand what they're doing is wrong. Like that's why I keep saying like we don't hold animals to our standards. I don't hold these children to standards because they're just imitating what they've seen in the world, and they're bumping into boundaries and learning what's right and wrong. So even though what they're doing isn't right, they're standing in the way of animals gaining respect for their rights and being treated with dignity. They don't understand that yet. And I know one day they will, and they'll look back at this, or at least most of them, and they'll look back at this and think, wow, I was such an idiot. Because that's just what happens with time. All of us adults start to look back and we're like, wow, what was I doing? So,
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully. But have a
You know,
nice day.
thank you. You too. And if you can, go watch Dominion. Go ask yourself if you want to keep giving your money to these people. Because you sound like an honest person. And I think that if you saw the truth, you might actually make some changes too.
I think you're right, but I'll try it. But
Awesome.
thank you.
Yes, please reach out to me too if you have any questions.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. I do appreciate nice people. But I do want everyone to think, oh, Freesia, thank you for being active in there. I really do appreciate you. I am terrible at keeping an eye on the comments. So thank you for that. Don't feel bad if you need to leave, though. I know it can be overwhelming. Okay, Everett, come on up. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet? Excuse me, I had a hiccup.
Honestly, I'm not vegan because meat tastes really good. And if you look it up, research, you can't get all the vitamins and protein you get from vegan foods.
Can or cannot?
You cannot.
Oh, what can I not get on a vegan diet?
Vitamin C or vitamin D.
What about oranges? And vitamin D I
Yeah.
get from the sun or mushrooms or sometimes my tofu.
You can get it from that, but you don't get more of it from something like a steak or some chicken.
I get plenty, and if I really need to, a supplement isn't the worst thing. It's okay. In fact,
Yeah, but it's
many
not
omnivorous
natural.
people, I don't know if you know this, Everett. When's the last time you had your blood checked? Exactly.
Uh,
Most people don't get their blood checked. And that's normal, so don't feel like I'm not saying you're stupid for not doing it. I'm just saying most people are unaware that they're deficient in something. And most omnivorous people are deficient in something because they don't watch what they're eating. So I take supplements because I'm lazy. That's it.
but what do you do? So, being a vegan, we all know, is kind of cost efficient. So, it costs more being a vegan than not being a vegan.
It actually doesn't.
It
They did
does.
studies on this. They actually found that it's like 16 to 30 something percent cheaper to be vegan.
Okay, well, from what I've read and what I've seen in person, if you were to get a burger from a restaurant versus a vegan one,
Yeah.
the vegan
Okay.
one is
Yes,
costing a lot more.
if you get processed food, it might be more expensive, but I thought you cared about like health. You're talking about getting
Yeah,
all your
but what's
nutrition.
but
Okay,
yeah,
so you can eat
but you can get
healthy
all
and
your
be vegan.
nutrition from a natural
You can
burger.
actually have one of the healthiest diets and be vegan and save 30% on your bill. It's called the Dailey Dozen. Go look up Vegan Daily Dozen. It's an easy checklist to make sure you get all your needed nutrition in one day on a vegan diet, whole food. beans, rice, vegetables, fruits, frozen fruits and vegetables, canned fruits and vegetables, all
But
the
it's also
grains,
like
all the
it's
legumes.
also like the cycle of life and everything. I mean, that's what happens. It's been happening since the
I'm
beginning
not
of
going to
time.
have my throat slit, cut open, and thrown on the barbecue. So it's not life. It's a
But
system
it's
that
but
we've
it's
made.
but it is. It's the
No,
cycle of
it's a
life. We haven't
system.
made the system. The
Everett,
system's been around
Everett,
since.
hush your mouth. This is not life. That's like saying a building is life. It's not. It's a construct that we've built. Farming is not natural. It's not life. We're literally enslaving somebody. That's what slavery looks like. That's not life. That's oppression. Are you for oppression, which means prolonged cruel treatment or exploitation, using someone unfairly for your benefit? Are you for those things?
No, but once again, it's the
So why
cycle of
is it
life when it
okay
comes
to
to
do it to
animals.
animals? If you say cycle of life one more time, I'm going to drop you. Why is it okay to do it to animals but not humans?
Well, because we're humans,
That's
and
begging the
since the
question.
beginning, since the beginning. No, I'm not. Let me
Yes,
answer it,
I said
please.
why. You're just saying because we've done it.
Because since
That's
the
not the
beginning of
reason. That's
time,
not
since
a
the
moral
beginning of
justification. Oh, these children. You guys are exhausting me. You guys don't understand logic. There are lots of things that humans have done for long times. Can you not think of a history in human history or time in human history when humans did something immoral for a very long time? Does that mean that in that time it was moral to do those things? No, it wasn't. If you ask the oppressed, they didn't like it. We can make change. That's what history has also shown us. So just because we've done it forever, just because our ancestors did it, we have evidence now we can thrive without using animals. So why are we subjecting an emotional, feeling being through a system that we wouldn't even put our worst humans through? Can you
because
answer?
not everyone's going to go vegan.
What's vegan mean?
Vegan means not eating actual meat. You're using fake meat
That's
to actually.
vegetarian. Vegan means I'm against oppression. Vegan is a personal principle against the
But
exploitation
it's.
of Are you listening? Or are you just
I
talking?
am listening.
What
I'm
did I
just
say
waiting for you
then?
to
What
listen
did
to
I
me.
say? What did I
You're
say?
saying vegan's different from vegetarian, and so
What
you're
does
against
vegan mean?
oppression.
You were talking
You're
over me.
against oppression. You're against oppression. That's what you said.
What's oppression mean?
Hatred towards something.
Prolonged cruel treatment.
Yes, that's pretty much what I said.
So why are you for oppressing animals?
I'm not. I have a dog. I don't kill my dog. I don't eat my dog, nor
Yes,
do I
but
do
you
my
demand
cat.
other animals lose their head.
But how is it oppression when this animal, for
Would you
example, this
tolerate
cow,
it?
it's,
Would you tolerate that
please
treatment?
let me answer. Please
Would
let me
you
answer.
tolerate that treatment?
You won't let me answer.
Would you tolerate that treatment?
Okay, you gonna let me answer?
No, because you're crying. You're crying too much. I can't handle it. Maybe be a little less emotional. Hey, Angel, are you over
Hey,
18?
yes, I am.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
Um, I have two reasons. I like to eat meat. Don't get me wrong, it tastes good sometimes. Most of the time, but also, I don't want to go out. I don't want to like have like because I know when you're vegan, um, you have to do careful planning when it comes to your stuff and buy supplements if you don't want to eat the
Meh.
food that gives
I don't
you the
really plan my meals. I kind of eat whatever I want. I just take a vitamin because I don't really care to keep track of what I'm eating. But
Mhm.
I don't necessarily need to take the vitamins I take. I just take them because I'm lazy.
Well, yeah, and I'm lazy. I just don't want to go out and
All
buy
right,
it.
well, you
You
might
know?
be deficient in something.
Oh no, I know I'm not deficient. I got my blood work. I'm not iron deficient
Okay,
or
well, you
calcium.
could do the same
Vitamin.
thing and be vegan and make sure you get
No,
everything.
you can. You can. I'm
Okay.
not saying you can't.
It's
I'm
not
saying
hard. It really only takes like 20 minutes to figure out how to eat and maybe a month to practice that. And then I literally don't even think about it. I eat, generally the same kind of things. Like I eat some kind of a legume with some kind of grain. I typically will
mm.
try to eat oatmeal in the morning, but sometimes I'll make pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have a good balanced diet. Don't get me wrong. Like I do have
Well, okay.
plants
I'm
and
just
meat.
saying veganism isn't harder. It's just different.
No, it's not harder. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
have like um family members that are still vegan. What my mom's been vegan for 20 years now.
Okay.
She's been vegan for a long time. Don't get me wrong, like I agree what you're talking about when it comes to the nutrients level and how animals are treated. I agree with you there. Like I don't.
Well, I mean, that's
I
all
don't.
I'm here to say is that the animals don't want to be used and we don't need to use them. So why are we
Yeah,
subjecting them through this torture?
but I also disagree in a sense of I live off my land. So what do you think about that? I
It
live
sounds like
off
you
my.
have a privilege because most people don't even have land.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, I live off my land.
that means you have options and you're choosing the option of using animals because it gives you this title of, living off the land, being off grid or whatever. A home, what is it, homestead?
I
Like,
don't
what's
know
the point
about
of having
that.
that label? Why does it matter to live off the land?
Well, I don't want to go out and buy store-bought stuff
Yeah, so
because
it's just
organic.
about your preference. Like, so you could avoid using animals easily, but you choose not to because it's more fun to live the way you are.
That's not fun when I eat animals that are, let's say, that are in my farm that are dying. So, like, let's say if they're old enough, they're getting too
What
old.
animals do you raise?
Sheep, cattle. So, sheep,
How
cattle,
old
pig.
do cows get?
Roughly, they get into 30, 40. Not even now.
So you're waiting. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20, and you're telling me you wait for a cow to reach the age of 30?
Well, we have enough cows.
You're 20, and you wait for a cow to reach the
I'm
age
not
of
the only one.
30?
I'm not the only one on my car. I'm not the only one on my farm.
You're
We have enough cattle. We have enough cattle to be having that much, and enough sheep, and
Okay,
enough
first
pigs.
off, that's highly inefficient. You have to feed that animal so much food, so much water. So you're actually using more resources than other people. That's wrong. Second of
How's
all,
that wrong? Yeah.
you're using more resources. Do you know why factory farming exists?
I don't use factory
Do
farming.
you
I
know why
go out.
factory farming exists?
I do
Why?
because they wanted to have an efficient way to feed these animals and
An
efficiently feed.
efficient way. So that means you raising your animals are wasting resources. We're running out of water. You're taking it for your cow. We're running out of land. You're using it to house your animals. You could feed more people on your land if you only ate plant-based. You could feed 15 people on an acre of land feeding them plant-based. Only one if you're feeding them animals.
That's not how that works.
That
Because
is
if
how
I
that
did,
works. What do those animals eat?
my cows eat the same
Plants.
thing.
They eat plants that are harvested, right? That
Yeah.
land could be used to grow human food instead.
What I'm saying is
Cows, how
this:
much does a cow eat in a day? Can you tell me in the pounds?
you're not
Because
even. You
humans
didn't
only.
even.
Go ahead.
You didn't even let me answer your other question on why I don't. I don't raise those type of crops. I don't raise crops because it
My
takes
point
more.
is, you have to feed them plants. You're using twice as many, if not more, resources than the rest of us that are eating vegan. Like, I'm saying that your situation, you're saying, I live on a homestead, that's my excuse. And I'm saying, you're basically a rich, privileged person saying, because I put myself in this situation, I should be allowed to violate animals and their autonomy. That's what I'm hearing.
I didn't
You
put
could just
myself
go
in
to the
that.
store, get beans and rice.
I did not put myself in that situation. I was born into a house. That's fine. Like I said,
How old are you again? 20?
I am 20.
So you're an adult. You can make your own decisions at this point. You can decide, hey, mom, dad, I'm going to go to the store, get beans and rice because this isn't right. I don't like how you're taking away our family members because that's what they should be, but I'm sure that they're not. You see them as resources. You don't see them as sentient beings. Like, why don't you eat dog?
I don't want to eat dog,
Why
and if I
not?
do, because I don't have the taste for it.
Let's say you come home and mom makes you big bowl of poodle spaghetti. Are you going to eat
Okay.
it?
Okay.
Would you eat it?
If I have to, yeah, sure.
Have to. Are they going to make you? You're 20.
If I don't want to, I don't have to. That's because I'm 20.
So I'm asking you, if you came home and your mom made dog spaghetti, are you going to eat it?
No, because I wouldn't have the taste for it.
Okay, why would you not want the taste for it? Your mom made it. She seasoned it up just good. She says tastes like chicken.
Okay. I just don't have the taste for dog. That's the thing. I
So
just
is
don't
it
have.
more that dogs are, they have personalities and you maybe want
No,
closer to dogs?
no. I
So
don't
it's
like
okay
dogs.
if I was to take dogs and slit their throats, hang them upside down, drain them of their blood, crack them open and throw them on my barbecue. You think that's moral?
That's not what every person
So how do they
does.
process a cow? Clearly you haven't been in a slaughterhouse.
That's not how they do that all the
Oh,
time. They don't
please
do that
walk
all
me
the
through
time.
it. How do they unalive a cow?
By what you said by there, that's how they kind of normally do
No,
that.
that's exactly how they do it. They either
But they don't.
stun the animal beforehand, which means just to make them unconscious, right? And that only lasts like 30 seconds. And in that time of the animal being knocked out, they slit their throat, hang them by their leg, and let them drain. And sometimes they don't wait for the animal to fully die before they start pulling them apart. That's how
I
that's how animals are butchered.
I disagree with that in this.
Well,
I
go look it
agree
up.
with you.
Please go
Hold on.
find slaughter footage that doesn't involve anything that I just said. Good luck. Like, you need to
I
go watch where your animals, you need to go watch them be slaughtered. If you really think that it is not that process, you need to go record how your animals are unalived and send it to me. I want to see it.
okay. Like I said,
Can you do that?
I sure. I'll
Okay.
go. I go when they kick my cows, my pigs, my
Yeah.
sheeps, and all of them. I go, and then I'll also record. I go in the slaughterhouse. I go in the courthouse, and we'll watch them do it. I'll record it. And I'll
Good.
send it to you. Sure.
Good.
I
I
got you.
appreciate that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have you step down for now, and then I'll hear from you then. I don't have time for people that are going to lie to me, tell me you know what you're talking about, and you don't. Oh boy. Us depressed. Okay, it's just a fan. Are you there? Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe in a couple of years. Brandon, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm over 18.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
So I'm not vegan because I grew up eating meat, just like most people did. I grew up in small towns where we had local livestock and things like that that everybody lived off of.
Okay. So right now, is that the same situation you're in?
Oh no, by no means. Right now, I'd say I'm not vegan because I'd say it's an economy-based thing for myself, just like for most people. They haven't found the ways to um, the vegan lifestyle is more expensive when you're starting off on a lot of things than it is if you're buying locally sourced meat and things like that. If
Actually,
it's not where
actually
you
no,
are,
it is
it is
not.
where we
Vegan
are.
diets are actually cheaper.
So, in what way is that? Can you say
If
that
you eat
that's
like a
cheaper?
whole
Because
food
anywhere
plant-based
you go,
diet, if you eat a whole food plant-based diet, in season, local fruits and vegetables, beans, rice, any grain, any legume,
that's
those are,
true.
those are all
That, but
cheaper.
if you locally source things, that is very true. A lot of areas don't have locally sourced options, though, especially like you go into closer cities and things like that, they don't have those options. And then to get
So what
that
about you?
stuff,
Do you have
it costs
options?
more
Because
money.
I'm not going to talk about other people that aren't here to talk about their, obstacles. I'm here to talk to you about your obstacles.
Well, I have options to a degree.
Okay.
So my options, I could most likely go the vegan route if I took the time it takes to actually do it. I know earlier you said, "Oh, it takes 20 minutes to figure this stuff
Yeah,
out."
it
That's
doesn't take
not
very much time at
20
all.
minutes for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
And you can say it is. If I'd say if that is what you say on that subject, then
Well, I just don't think
have
you've
you
even
put out
looked.
a
So I've had many people come up here and tell me, oh, there's no vegan options around me. And then they go actually looking for options and they find them. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that was there the whole time. And I just think that because you're not looking for vegan alternatives, you're just not seeing them. You're overlooking them.
No, and so I understand your point. If this is the route you take things on, let's say, why aren't you vegan? Are you supplying people with, let's say, a small brochure or just a list of, hey, this is how you can do this right now, right here?
Yeah,
I haven't
right
seen
here.
your whole pages of stuff. Well, I see
Nutritionfacts.org.
you supplying other people's websites.
Nutritionfacts.org.
Well, I see you supplying other people's websites. Ninety
So
percent of
wait,
people aren't
wait.
going to click
I
on that
have
stuff.
to make it for
Ninety
it to be
percent.
legit. I have to make it.
No, no. What I'm saying is, 90% of people aren't going to click on those links
You don't have
because
to
they're like,
click on,
oh,
just
this
look
is
them
just
up.
some long thing I have to go to. You
So
could
wait,
provide
I'm
something with
supposed to
easier
put
access, so
everything
that's
on
the
my
point.
screen. I have, I think from here, like right where you see why aren't you vegan to right down here, that's all the screen space I have to put things. And you want me to put meal
Yep.
plans on there?
No, what I'm
What
saying
is it
is
you want? Dude,
you want
just
other
go to the
people to do the
fucking
work.
website. Are you for real right now? Are you telling
You
me
want
this
other
is too
people.
hard for you?
You want
It's
other
too
people
hard
to
for
do the
you.
work.
Don't give me advice on how to do activism. You're not vegan. Clearly, your activism doesn't work. So, you want to talk to me about veganism or you want to critique how I'm outreaching? Why aren't you vegan?
Well, if you're just going to continue to mute me when I'm trying.
All right. You can go cry in the comments then. I don't have time for babies. The Bold Lion, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm not vegan because my mind doesn't even go there. You see what I mean? I've been eating meat all my life, so
Do you know
I
that
don't even
animals are
think.
sentient?
Of course they are. They
What does
got
sentience
personalities.
mean?
Sentient meat. They have a thinking brain. They have personalities, community.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
are able
social,
to have emotions.
family, all of that.
Yeah, they have subjective emotions. They can feel
Of
joy
course,
and pain. Okay, so then
this
what
is true.
morally justifies using them without their consent for our benefit?
Well, the thing is, in life, there's also death. So who's gonna?
Yeah,
What's going to
but
clean
we
up
know
the
that
body?
that's not right. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made laws. We wouldn't have come together and said you can't schmurder each other, right? Because that's immoral.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
But, if let's say deer, antelope, and all those things, are unalive, what cleans them up if there are no other organisms to
you're gonna
eat
eat
them?
just animals that pass away because that's not what's
I'm,
happening right
I'm
now.
just, they will overpopulate,
Oh, do you think
so
the
that's just
cows, the pigs,
life.
and the chickens and the fish are gonna overpopulate?
Absolutely. If there's nobody to check them and eat them up,
So have you ever looked into the systems why we have so many? Farmers
what
literally
system? What are you
put
talking
their
about?
hands up cows because it's more efficient to get them pregnant.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about in
So if
nature.
we stopped artificially inseminating all these animals, do you think that their numbers would go higher?
Cows are not the only things that we
Sheep,
eat.
pigs, fish, all of them. We force them
Right.
to mate. We literally put pigs in a gestation crate where they can't turn around for weeks so that we could fit more of them in a room because each one
And
makes
that is
multiple piglets. Like we're literally
that
the
is
reason
not
why animals are at their population numbers. You know, before we started doing animal agriculture, there was no overpopulation. It wasn't until animal ag came into the picture, we started encroaching more and more on wildlife. That's where numbers were starting to get goofy because we're like wiping out natural predators because they were coming after our farmed animals. So now we have effed up this system. We have 60% of the mammal biomass being the animals that we are farming and only 4% of them wild. So if we stopped breeding animals, they would go down really fast, in fact. My idea is that we stop breeding them right now. Just care for who's alive right now, give them the best rich life we can until they reach their old age and they pass on their own. In about 20 years, there will be no more domesticated animals. We don't have to worry about it.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's just going to
we
work,
have
but
solutions for that. We have birth control. We can, give them
uh,
operations that prevent them from procreating. I think it's unfair to let them procreate because We've domesticated them. We've literally handicapped them. We took them from their natural places where they were thriving, right? They were out in the wild, fine. We took them out of there and we made one mate with another that wouldn't normally mate. So their baby was deformed and would fit our needs. And we kept doing that over and over again to the point where they are right now. So we've
I got you.
handicapped them. It's not fair. So if we keep breeding someone into existence that relies on care on purpose, that's immoral in my opinion.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, you're speaking in terms of like modern society and modern
Yeah, today.
agriculture.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say like you know, like in the Serengeti or something in the African plains, right?
I mean, they're not here,
All
right? The people that live there can't tell us what exactly their obstacles. We can only assume. And I can come up with a response to your assumption, but they're not here to defend themselves. So I just feel like it's unfair to look at vulnerable populations that have rare cases. I don't care if they come up here and they want to talk to me about it. That's totally fine. I will address whatever they're going through, but then at least they're there to defend themselves, right? I don't want to talk about fringe cases because I don't know all the obstacles that they're dealing with.
I just think it just prevents natural overpopulation, and you
Again,
know, it's a cleanup
what
thing.
what
You
is
know,
over?
it's like
Who's going to overpopulate? Who specifically are you worried
the,
about?
the animals,
Which
man.
ones?
You know,
Which ones?
deer,
Oh,
you know, all these
okay.
animals.
So
They'll be
what?
overpopulated
So
if there wasn't any
imagine.
natural
Hold on,
predators.
Bold. I understand what you're saying now. So the reason why these numbers are so whack is again, animal agriculture. We wiped out the deer's natural predators. If we stopped farming animals, that means we could drop our agricultural land use by 75%. We could give what's equivalent to America and Brazil combined to the animals to spread out, right? Deer won't overpopulate when there's room. There's no overpopulation problem then. There's plenty of food and
Because they'll start
space.
eating your crops. They'll start eating the vegan crops, right?
So
If they get
build a
too
wall.
saturated.
Build a wall. Like we can
You
improve
sound
how we
like
do
Trump.
crops. We can improve how we do crops. You can't improve oppression. Oppression is oppression. Exploitation is exploitation. You can't improve those. Nice exploitation is still exploitation.
Okay, even if you did give these, you know, animals their land, you still have to introduce their natural predators because they'll overpopulate, right?
That's called rewilding. And honestly, I'm of the mind that we just have our hands off. Like we let go of some of this land and just let nature naturally take over. I don't think that we should be trying to do some concoction of adding some predator, adding this other animal, adding this animal. That's us invoking our whatever onto them. I think we should just let them take over what they want and let them be.
They would
Okay,
do
so what
that.
about natural predators like
What about
lions
them?
and stuff? They can still eat meat, right? Is that
What is
okay?
this? What does this have to do with your choices? Why does it matter what a lion does?
I'm just saying that's just life. You know what
It's
I'm
not
saying? Eating.
life. It's oppression. You know better. A lion is
They
doing what
have
it
no
needs to.
choice.
Yeah, they have to survive. They're doing what
They
their
have no
parents
choice.
taught them
We
to do.
do.
Lions also infanticize when there's a rival male. They will eat the cubs of their competition.
Rivals.
Why don't
Rivals,
we do
yeah.
that? If lions do it, sounds like it's moral for us to do then, right?
Well, uh, mm, I'm
No, it's
stumped
not.
now.
It's not. Right. We don't
All
that's
of
why we
that.
don't use animals as our moral guiding star in morality because animals are not living the same situation. If we could communicate with lions, if I had the opportunity to actually talk to a lion and they could actually receive what I'm saying, I would have no issue with someone telling lions, "Hey, you're taking someone's life and that's not fair." But we don't have that opportunity. Like I can't talk to a lion. And I honestly feel that we as humans should control our own species before we start telling other nations what to do, right? Can't even control my own species. Can't even, someone I actually can communicate, I can't get them to stop. So why would I go after the lion? I'd rather focus on the people I can talk to.
I understand, but you know that this is never going to like happen, right? Like veganism.
Don't just appeal to futility, old lion, right? Like obviously we're not going to live in a perfectly non-racist world, but I don't think that's a good reason for someone to go and be racist.
Well, it's just life is life. There's always going to be that.
Wait, no,
It's
no, no, no.
there's
Like you,
differences.
it sounds like you didn't even hear. Like I was trying to mirror your reasoning in a different context of a
I
different form of
understand that.
oppression,
Yeah, that doesn't
and
mean we should
I
not
think you agree with
try
me
to
that,
stop it, but
and
it
I
is
think you agree with me that even though we're not going to get to a perfectly non-racist world, that's not a good justification for you to go and start slurring people, right?
yeah, that's true. But then I'm
Yeah.
realistic too.
So analogously, just because we can't get to a perfectly vegan world doesn't mean you should go and violate a sentient being when you don't have to.
I understand that, but reality is reality, and what's going to happen is going to happen. What's
No,
not going to happen
you're
is
just
not
appealing
going
to
to happen.
futility
That's
again.
what I'm
You're
telling you.
just
Yeah,
no,
Bold
you're
Lion,
just
this is just
That's
a
real
cop
life.
out. You're copping out right now. This is just you're just like kind of in a way crying. You're like, this is just life. It's a
That's
cliche
life.
ending statement. Like you're trying to just or a thought ending cliche. You're trying to cop out of this conversation by saying, "C'est la vie." That is life,
C'est
right?
la vie.
That's not an argument. It's not an
But it's
argument.
reality, though.
So what
I hear
makes it
you.
okay for you to violate animals but not okay to violate humans?
Well,
You, just you, not
because
society, you.
I'm not a cannibal, right? I'm not a
No, no.
cannibal.
I'm
I eat other
okay, so why
species.
not? Why aren't you a cannibal?
Because you can't just auto engulf the same
Why not?
species of
Why not?
people. I mean,
Why not?
some people do it. Some tribes do it.
So why don't you?
It's
Why
been
don't
done in the
you?
past.
Why
I
don't
wasn't
you?
because I wasn't raised like that. If I was raised like that, I probably would. If
So
we
you go
was
to a
raised,
friend's house and they've made human spaghetti. Are you going to eat it?
God no,
Exactly.
no,
Why not?
no. I'm not a cannibal. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, it's funny. You can't tell me why cannibalism is wrong. It's kind of scary. You should be able to
I just
verbalize
did.
why cannibalism is wrong. Why don't you
Cannibal.
want to be cannibalized?
I just do not want to be cannibalized. It's just that on that.
yeah. We know you have a preference against it. Can you explain why it's like morally wrong though?
I'm not saying it's morally wrong. People have done it in the
Okay, wait.
past.
So you're saying it's morally okay to eat other humans? That's what you're saying?
People do it.
Is
I
it
know people
moral?
do it. I know descriptively it happens, but I'm asking whether or not it's morally okay under your view.
Under my view, it's not. Under their view, it is. It just
What's wrong with
who
it
you
under
are.
your view? Why is it morally wrong for you?
Because I would rather eat other species. I haven't been raised to eat humans.
Okay, say there were no other species, then is it morally okay to eat
Yeah, then
humans?
you're living in La La Land. There are other
It's
species.
just called a hypothetical, like Jesus.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
purposely trying to be like
he's just
obtuse.
yeah, he's
Ooh, I
just
don't
being
Yeah.
understand what you're
ignorant.
saying.
Can you
Go ahead,
help me
Lori.
mute? Can you help me mute?
You can't
I
mute?
can't mute. No,
Oh my
I
god.
don't.
I even did the thing where I dropped you as an admin and then I added you
Yeah,
back.
I can't mute. Yeah, for some reason. I don't know what you do
Do you
before.
have like a warning on your account or something? Like it's just
No,
weird it does it to you every time. It's so weird.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have a warning. Sometimes it'll work when I come in, and then sometimes I think it gets shut off or something. I don't know, but I hate not being able to mute.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
know
so
why.
slow. The system
Can
doesn't.
anybody else mute? Can you guys mute? I know Stassi can mute.
No, I don't think I'm a mod.
Didn't you?
Am I?
You can mute. You can mute yourself though, right?
Oh, mute myself. Let me see.
I think you just did. Yeah. See, she's muting herself, so I don't understand
Yeah.
it. You want me
All
to
right.
drop down again?
I did just add you back.
That's
Are you
weird.
able to mute now?
Nope.
Okay, maybe drop
Nope.
down and then come back up.
Okay.
Yeah, you have all the abilities. I don't know why it keeps doing
Yeah, that's
this.
strange. Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes you have to
Stasio,
leave
you
the
are
app and
not
come
in
back
here. Let me get you as well. Can I click on you? There we go. Okay. Got it. Oops. Okay. Can I click buttons? The desktop version is really funny because the windows go at different levels, like they're behind other windows, so I have to
Oh, really?
to grab them around.
Oh,
All
I
right,
have yet to. Yeah, going live on my laptop scares me.
Yeah, it is. It is a little scary because there's a lot of buttons everywhere that you don't intuitively think where they're going to be.
Right.
Is it Stasia or Stagio?
Stacia.
Stacia. Oh my God, I totally butchered that
Yeah, a
before.
lot
I'm
of people
sorry,
call me
Stacia.
Stasi, which is fine.
I'm going to call you what you want to be called, though, Stasia. Damn it! Did I mess
That's
it up?
fine.
No, say
No,
it
that's
one more
fine.
time.
Don't worry about it.
No, I want one more time, and then I won't bring it up anymore.
Okay, Stacia.
Stacia, thank you, Stacia.
Yeah.
All right, you should be able to mute others.
Oh,
And,
cool. All right,
and
thank
Lori, you also should be good to go. I dropped you down and brought you back up, but let me get my guest request back up. I can't see. There you are, Lori. Okay.
Here we go.
How you doing, Lori? Did it work?
Nope.
Oh, that is so strange.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
And hoverboard, remember it was doing this before, but then you did something and it fixed it?
I did the same thing. I removed you as a mod, and then I closed the window, and then I reopen it. I look you up, and I add you as a mod. That usually fixes it, but it didn't do it this time, I guess.
No.
All right, why don't you drop down one more time? I'll do it while you're down. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do it to other people. So you have modding abilities. It's just your account for some reason.
That is so weird.
Yeah. All right. I'm removing you as a mod. You are now not a mod. I close the window. I open a new window. And I add Lori. Add. Confirm. All right. It says it did it. I see your name on the list. Go ahead and try to request back up again. Oh, I don't want that actually. Whoops. This. All right. All right, Lori, there you are. How about now?
Okay, hopefully. Nope.
Oh.
Maybe I'll just have to turn my volume up and down so you guys don't.
Okay.
That's so weird.
If it gets
Yeah,
too
usually
loud, I'll
always
say
works.
something.
It usually works. I don't know.
Yeah, it's super
Why it's
weird. I
not
don't know
working.
why it's not.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's do a test. If I mute you, can you unmute? What about if I invite you to unmute? Wow.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, at this point I can't do it. Damn. All right. Well, you'll have to drop down and come back up. Just you know,
Lori.
I know, Lori. I'm so sorry. If your background's too loud, I'll mute you, and you can drop down and come back up every time. That sounds like such a headache. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to do to fix it though. Like that's my only trick is to remove you and add you again. I don't know why it's such a butt.
Well, maybe if after she gets off this live, if she maybe shuts
It's
down.
only me.
Yeah. Well, Lori, once you get off the live, you should.
What did you do right then? What did you do? It's working now. What did you do?
Oh, I didn't do anything. I
You
don't
didn't do
know.
anything last time we dropped down?
Oh, cool. So it works. Oh, yay.
No, it's like I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Does it work for herbivores too? Can you mute herbivore?
Yeah, I have everything.
You can mute. Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
great. That's good. I just want them to be able to mute so I don't interrupt anybody.
Well, like I said, if it happens again, we'll just drop you down, do the whole thing over
Okay.
again.
Well, it shouldn't.
Yeah, it should work now, but well, hopefully. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a few guests, but I'm trying to see their background.
Oh, okay. I'll just bring up some while you're looking.
Yeah.
Freddie, are you
Bring
over
up
18?
the bottom person. You can
Oh.
bring up
Yes.
the bottom.
I've got Freddie up here. I'll consider taking up the bottom, or you
Okay.
can send up the next person after.
No,
Freddie,
that's fine. Go ahead.
You said yes, you're over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
2020.
I don't believe that. You're 25? All right. Oh, I didn't hit the bottom one. I hit the top one. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. Man, this is taking forever.
You'll have to let me know when they load in, because for me, they're just like the clear boxes where I can't even see their.
You know,
Yo, twin.
hey, hold on one second, FBI. Yeah, Herbivorous, your picture is actually not on my screen. Like, there's a space for your square, but yeah, I can't see your image for some reason. It keeps doing that to you specifically. I don't know why. I think Ben the Vegan Farmer, it does that too as well. I don't know why. What is wrong with TikTok? But yeah, I'll let you know when they're in. FBI is in now. All right, FBI.
Oh,
Hey.
how you doing?
Good. I'm just gonna ask, are you over 18? I don't remember if I asked you
I
already.
am 18.
Okay.
I am 18.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
I mean, I don't necessarily understand the point in being vegan. They're just animals, are they not?
Do you understand that animals are sentient?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, like,
Do you know what sentience means?
I mean, the ability to cognitively think.
Sort of. It's more of the ability to experience subjective emotions like pain, joy. So animals that we use have been scientifically looked at either through behavioral studies or even just their anatomy. We find they're actually much more like us than we thought. They're sentient. They care what happens to them. They avoid harm. They want to keep living.
But like, they're below us. Obviously, they're
What
lower
does that mean?
creatures. So
What do you mean
what do you
below
mean? What
us?
does it mean?
Well,
They're
children are
not on the
below
same
us.
hierarchy. We're humans. They are below us, exactly as I stated.
So children are below an adult. Would you not agree?
Children are not below adults, because in the end of the day, children are still humans.
So
Okay?
children should be able to
Children
do every...
are taken care of.
Whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Children are below adults. Does that mean an adult can take advantage of a child? Let's say this child won't make it past 10. They have some kind of disease. Is it okay for me to exploit them as an adult?
Okay, once again, a child is not...
I really don't like people that are just getting so worked up and offended at the question. Can you just answer without getting so upset? Because I'm not saying we should eat children. I'm trying to have you think critically about your logic. Children are not animals! It's just
like
that people...
major...
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Just a major like superiority complex on this guy. Like, jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm personally trying to not get really worked up, and he's already bringing it up to level 10.
I know.
So I was like,
Hot and heavy.
I'm going to really try to fight you on this and bring it back down. I just couldn't. So I just moved on.
Oh.
I'll try to, instead of just dropping them, though, I'll let you guys have an option to talk to them. I won't just drop them anymore. Random, are you over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
Well,
Yeah.
It is a holiday over here,
It's gonna be a story.
Yeah. So back when my mom was giving birth. All right, 12, because I can't say your full name. Are you over 18?
I think it's a kid.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll just move on then. Braden.
I kept dropping him because of his bio.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you. They're gonna keep asking. Don't stress yourself about them, but I appreciate you doing that. That
I
is
just don't
helpful.
want you to get caught off guard.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Braden, are you over 18? Well, we can't hear you if you leave the app. Still can't hear you. Okay. Jackson Miller. Man, just flying through them today.
What's up?
Hey, are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. What year were you born?
97.
Okay. You just said yes, weird. So, why aren't you vegan yet?
I don't know. I was raised as a hunter, and my dad always taught me that deer will kill themselves if you don't kind of step in and recede the way.
Why do you need to step in?
True.
Well, because deer are overpopulated and they'll kill themselves off because they'll eat up all the food and
Okay,
all their
what's
resources.
wrong with that?
Not true.
But I mean, like, what's wrong with that? Why can't we just let them do what they want to do?
Well, why? Well, I mean, if they're going to die anyway, it's just a wasted. I mean, I have on my license that I would give
You're
my
going to die anyway.
if I
You're
ever
going to
die.
die anyway. We're all going to die, but that doesn't mean that we get to go out and take somebody's life for no reason. That we don't need to.
Right.
So should I not give away my organs when I die? Because I mean,
Well,
that's what we're doing with
that's
them. When they
consent,
die,
though.
when they die,
That's
when they
consent,
die.
Jackson. You have to put it on a card that says, I consent. Otherwise, they won't do it.
How do I give a deer a consent card?
Right. A deer cannot reliably consent. That means you don't get to do whatever you want to them.
So he has no say.
That's not what I said. I said because you can't get consent from them, you can't do
yeah.
whatever you want to them.
You don't think they consent by their body movements and actions when somebody, a human, comes up on them?
Well, they
you
at
don't
least
think that they spook and scare and run?
Exactly.
That's
They at
telling
least
you
tell
that
you.
they don't want to get hurt.
Yep.
You know, body language is a big thing with animals if you just tune in.
But they can't reliably say, yes, take my life. Just like a child, if a child said, I want to be married right now, right? That doesn't mean they're actually consenting to marriage. They don't understand what they're agreeing to. Animals are much the same. So even if an animal could tell you, oh yeah, go ahead and take my life, they don't understand the gravity of what they would be saying. I don't know why you're muted, but you are.
I don't understand how that one made sense. That one didn't make much sense to me.
What wouldn't make much sense to you?
The whole logic, I didn't even know what the hell that was. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
So
be
you weren't
nice.
listening the whole time? So animals can feel pain. They prefer to live. And if you could talk to them and they said, you know what, go ahead and take my life, that still wouldn't be consent.
This isn't Bambi. This isn't Bambi, sweetheart. This is
Wow.
This isn't where we get
We're
to
going to
see
drop you there.
croissant.
Call me sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Wow.
That just shows that he knew he was losing and he couldn't even focus on the conversation. He got so distracted. So he had to call me sweetheart because he had to make himself feel big again.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah, we also agree this isn't Bambi. We're in agreement that we're not in a Disney movie and we don't have to exploit sentient beings for literally no reason.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, did he
Also
not
makes
learn?
sense as to why he doesn't care about, consent.
Yeah, like he's
Right?
saying lack of consent means I can do what I want to them.
Exactly.
They'll never be able to consent. Like,
Right.
Do you think the same thing when there's a passed out woman? She'll never know.
Yeah,
She can't
exactly.
consent right now. I can do what I want and get my pleasure.
Yeah.
There's too many women anyway. All right. That was all a joke. If anybody takes me seriously. Red Rose. Hey, are you over 18?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Why am I vegan? Well, to be honest, it's basically balance of the ecosystem.
So you
I
think
mean,
you
if
think
we let one thing overpopulate the others,
Oh
it's
my
going to
God.
mess up the entire ecosystem.
Our ecosystem is already messed up. And you know what it's messed up from? Animal ag. Animal ag is killing our ecosystems.
Well,
Yeah, if there were nonviolent ways of repairing and helping our ecosystem, should we opt for those ways?
opt for those ways.
Because once that's gone, we're all
The
gone.
thing is that
Just answer my question, please. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Another one bites the dust.
I think you're muted, VSL.
Hello. Are you over 18?
Yes.
What year were you born?
2004.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I like meat.
Okay. Are you aware that animals can feel pain and joy?
Yep.
And suffer.
Everybody does.
Do you think it's fair what we do to them?
I don't think life's fair.
So do you think that because life's not fair, you can cause the most amount of harm?
I'm not causing the most amount of harm. I'm just following what the grocery stores and everything else does.
Can
what
you
I've
think
been
for
taught
yourself?
before.
Can you think for
Yeah,
yourself?
of course.
Can you make choices regardless of society? Are you able to do that?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I want to be like you.
So you don't want to stand against oppression?
I just don't need to be negotiating to being a different.
I mean, you came up here.
Like,
I didn't choose
yeah.
you to be up. You chose to come up here. So why are you here?
I'm negotiating with you.
You just said you didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't, but that's what you guys are doing.
Then why are you up here?
To make you mad.
Oh,
Make her mad.
Well, then
make
you
us
have a good
mad.
day.
Oh God,
That's funny.
You don't want to make her mad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everybody in the
funny.
comments, don't come up here and make the host mad.
Oh, now you're just getting. Now they're gonna.
lose every time.
Why did
Yeah.
they think we would be mad?
Spin the body.
I do get upset with people, but it's only because people lie.
Didn't work.
It didn't
Yeah,
work.
right.
Yeah. That's
Well,
why
yeah,
I
they
was like,
shut up. They're
Come on up,
disingenuous.
Gary. Come on up, Gary. I remember you from last night on Magic's page. Come on up, Gary. Tell me to shut up in person.
oh.
Oh boy.
How do I do that? Do I do this?
Stasia, he was on
I think I
Magic's
sent
thing
him
last
an
night.
invite.
Oh, really?
The other dude, yeah, he was on Magic's live. That other guy, Grand Turban or whatever his name was.
Oh, that guy. Oh.
And Gary, and Gary was on there, so he's
Oh,
there
boy.
telling me to shut up.
I
Come
missed
on up,
that.
Gary. You were a big pussy when you wanted to come up on Magic's too, and you didn't do
Well,
it.
let's be clear. A pussy takes a pounding, okay? That thing can take a lot. It's the testes that are sensitive and can hardly, they shrivel at anything.
Exactly. Now, see, I didn't want to turn it into a sexual thing, but thank you.
Yeah. My boyfriend, so funny. We had our neighbor came over and was talking our ear off, and he said something about somebody being, and my boyfriend was the one to point out what I just said. It was funny watching him talk to the neighbor like that.
That was a good one.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring someone else up. We'll do the blank. I don't know what you are. I've seen you asking to come up, but I imagine you're probably a child.
Nah, I really just wanted to tell you and Lori to shut.
Oh boy.
Shut up, all the non-vegans. Yes, will do. Will do. Thank you.
All I can do is laugh.
Yeah.
I love how we're just here having our live and they're scrolling through TikTok and they're like, "Oh, a vegan live. I hate vegans. Let me come into this live and tell them to be quiet."
Yeah. Tell them how I feel.
It's like,
I hate
no, I'm not
artists,
going to keep
okay?
scrolling. Oh no, that would make too much sense.
Yeah. They're going to take their time, sit in here, in the request.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to tell them to shut up because then they will.
Yeah. They will listen to Stasia. They will listen to Stasia. I mean, yeah.
So funny. Hey, are you over 18?
Yeah, 1986.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I like meat. It's been a lifestyle.
Okay. Do you think that we should respect animals?
I mean, I eat meat, so I can't say I'm not
Okay, so regardless of what you currently
monster,
do,
but I'm not.
What
I'm
do you
not,
think?
I'm not out there trying to be malicious and trying to.
So my question
was, but-
okay, you keep talking. I need you to just answer my question. Yes or no, should we respect animals? Should be really easy. Yes or no? Yes, we should respect animals, or no, we should not. That simple.
When you're having a debate, you have to let people talk, though,
I don't
right?
have to do anything. This is my live.
I know, but you're asking people questions.
Okay, if you get this distracted, you can't focus on my question, we're going to move on. Clearly you don't, you're not here to use your
time.
Yeah, exactly. Achilles, are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
I think you kill more
Let's say
insects
unalive.
and bugs by. Oh, sorry.
It's
So
TikTok.
you unalive more by planting rather than animals.
Okay. Do you have like evidence of this, or is it just that you've heard this before?
Nah, yeah, I got a study. I
Yeah,
can tell
please.
you guys.
What's the name of your
All right,
study?
give me 1 second. Let me look at it real quick.
I mean, either way, do you think that like because some sober drivers crash, that you should go and drive under the influence?
Yeah. He can
That's
bring
a
up
really
whatever
good.
he wants
That's a
to.
really
He
good
can bring up
example.
whatever he wants to, but
I'm just if
facts are
he
being
has.
stated.
That's true. But if he has a
Facts
study,
by the Animal Ag is stated. There's
yeah,
over 7 billion that die every year. Big
yeah.
deal compared to 93 billion a year.
I mean,
And
if
bugs don't live that long anyway. They live days, and they
and
die,
even
and they are alive.
and even if, because we obviously, I do care about those animals that are unalived in the field, and I don't like that they are unalived, but it is, first of all, self-defense, and second of all, we can improve our crop farming. We can make better walls, improve their habitat so they stay in their homes.
So
Exactly.
the article was called.
Oh, we
You're
can't hear you if
muted.
you step out. Achilles. We can't hear you at all.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at the name of it. Give me 1 second.
Got it. Okay. I'm not going to wait too much longer, to be honest.
It's called Wildlife Internative. It talks about how you kill like
Wildlife
over.
native?
It's called Internative.
Internative?
Well, if you just go to how many animals are unalived in crop deaths a year, it'll tell you on Google the exact amount, and it's 7 billion. 7 billion are unalived in crop deaths, but 93 billion plus all the marine life. So it's in the trillions are unalived every year.
It says there
And
are
half of
no.
those.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Go
Lori.
ahead.
No, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's fine.
What I found on Google, though, says there are no major academic studies specifically addressing wild animal crop deaths in the context of, indigenous people. I don't know.
Yes,
I looked up the words you said, and I can't find the study you find.
I'm indigenous.
Random.
Yeah, he's gone. He dipped.
Oh, okay. I think that he maybe thought he had evidence, but didn't. Oh, hey, Kingston. I'll
you
bring
got a
up
few.
Oswaldo. Hey, Kingston.
Hi,
He
he
was
was up in
Hello from
in
Canada.
Magic's live too. Remember, Stasia? He was in Magic's live last night too.
No,
arguing.
I wasn't in Magic's live last night.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, it was the other girls.
Yeah.
Melissa.
Okay, I thought.
I just took this time to
He
come out
was in.
this.
He was in Magic's live last night too.
Okay.
So just be ready.
Yeah, somebody's loading, but they're not coming in for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and drop them. Kingston, did you want to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to say hello from Canada, and you're doing a great job. I don't know how many people are listening to you or not. I can't control that, but you're doing a great job.
Thank
and I
you.
think eventually people will listen to common sense that this is unhealthy. Did you check those Persian breads?
Oh, no, I haven't yet. I have it on my list, though. I have it written down. This week got a little crazy. I did want to go into Portland and look, but it fell on the back burner. But I do want to go look for Persian bread because I do think
And
that we have
also-
some good sources here in Portland.
Excellent. And also
Yeah.
look for, this is very tasty, fig jam, like fig, the fruit.
Oh, yes. I love
That
fig jam.
is so tasty. You can put it on the
Yes.
bread. And the second thing I wanted to recommend to you, and not everybody likes it, I love it, is our own Canadian maple syrup. It's natural. It's from tree, and you can just
Yum.
put it right on toast. You can just put it right on toast.
Oh, yeah.
It's good, natural, and lots of calories for breakfast. And it goes, rather than sugar, you can try it in many, many things.
Oh, yeah.
So I
It's
recommend those three. So when you are there, try that. And I'm going to leave soon, but I just wanted to say great job. Thank you very much for your good work.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
you're
all the
kind-
way from.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say your kind words mean a lot. I do appreciate people coming up here and, it's nice to have a break between the children and the, people that are unreasonable.
Well, another thing I wanted to tell people who eat meat is I don't know in Canada we have it those rotisserie chickens that they put in plastic. It's bad for you because
Yes.
it's microplastic getting into the meat and
Oh
it
yeah.
goes right into our brain. It's not research is showing it's not good to take in microplastic.
You know, it's crazy. It's not even the packaging of them that's the big issue. It's how we feed them. If you look at chicken feed, cow feed, they actually, you'll see there's chunks of plastic in there. And it's like, we shouldn't be surprised then that they have these little threads of plastic in their flesh because we're literally feeding them garbage and plastic. And yeah, it's terrible. So sad,
It
especially for
actually goes
them.
to our brain.
Yeah. They don't even
It
know
goes to
what'll
our brain.
happen. They don't even know what's going to happen to us as we're, because it's in everything too, right? It's our water. But yeah, it's like, it's even worse in the animal products because they're fed this plastic their whole life. And then they're
Precisely.
wrapped in it.
Precisely, and the research showed it can even be inducing Alzheimer's in us because we can't get rid of it in our brain and in our body. There's microplastic everywhere.
They've actually, oh wait, never mind, it was Forever Chemicals. They did find for Forever Chemicals that if you eat a whole food plant-based diet, they're noticing that the more plants you eat, it actually helps remove those chemicals from your
Yes.
body. But I don't know about the plastic, maybe the plastic. But definitely those Forever Chemicals. So I don't know, sounds like plant-based diet for the win again.
You'd like watermelons? Watermelons are so good for summer, hot summers.
Oh yes, I love watermelons. Yeah, I don't have any right now, but I do love getting watermelon, especially on a really hot day.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's natural, all water. Basically, 80% hydrates the body with fiber and some nutrition. Nothing
Oh yeah.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. That and also when I was a child, we had stands on the streets, and they were giving us in winter hot beets. It was so
Oh
tasty.
yes, actually, I love roasting beets with like a little salt and maybe a little oil if I'm feeling like I want to add a little richness to it. And then whatever herbs I'm feeling like at the time, usually garlic, onion, maybe some thyme. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So when you
Yes.
go there, get the Persian breads or whatever they have, and also get
The fig jam?
the jam.
Yes,
They
I will
have
do
series
so.
of different jams.
I'll have to
And but
take a picture and I'll make a post of it and, and I'll tag you.
yes, please do, please do. I
Okay.
would love to see that because I bought one, and I there's also Italian jams everywhere. They're so
Yeah.
delicious.
My grandmother used to make jam. I love jam. It's
And
delicious.
I'll tell you what Persian store had here. I don't know the carrot jam.
You know, carrots have a decent amount of sugar in them, or a natural sweetness. So I could see that working.
Yeah, so try
Yeah.
that too if you want. Like you don't have to eat it if you don't like it, but
Oh,
try
yeah.
it because
I don't eat anything I
there's.
don't want to, but that sounds delicious.
I'm just suggesting ideas that we don't have to be just eating meat. We can
Oh yeah.
try different jams. So many jams.
Oh my God, so many different things to try. People don't even. That's why I was telling someone earlier. I was like, I think that you are shouting out, "I don't have vegan options" before you've even looked, because there's actually a lot more than you're thinking. Like just because it doesn't say vegan on the package doesn't mean that there aren't vegan options in your store. And people just whoop right over their head.
I think so because if you go to any grocery store, jams are there, fruits are there, all kind of things are there. There's only one section that has meat. You don't have to go to that section. There's
Exactly.
so many others. I love like chips and potato chips, and it's not good for you,
And
but I
hummus.
enjoy it. Hummus. Oh yes,
I like to dip my chips in the hummus.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
All
a
right.
very good one.
Well, I
I
think I'm
gotta
going to
go.
pull up. Okay, I was going to say you're welcome to stay up here, but I'm going to pull up a guest.
Actually, I'll stay just to here for a few minutes, and I'll
Sounds good.
escort myself out.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's see Spence. Let's see. Spence did it. Hey, Spence, are you over 18?
I am 24, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
So, I actually was plant based for a little bit, and I guess I had some questions because I slowly fell out of it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would be plant based, and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to be vegan now, and then I'm going to be vegetarian, and then I drive past a Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, oh gosh. Like, and it's definitely a guilty habit. But it's like I've done it so many times. Like for the past, I think 4 years, I've just been cycling, and the most I've gotten vegan was about like 6 months.
Why did you go plant-based?
I was a little more. I was reading into stuff. I don't know if you know who Dr. Sebi is, but I was really interested in his work and his take on alkaline diets.
Oh, okay. So it was about health, though, right?
It was about health, yeah, but also I think what pushed me initially, I stopped eating animals, but I kept eating eggs and cheese. But I saw the Tyson factory stuff. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, like, health reasons are kind of like cardboard. And personally, when I was on diets, I did the same thing where I would be on a diet and then I would cheat on the diet, right? I would eat something I wasn't supposed to, and then I felt bad, and then I was in this cycle of going on a diet, eating something I wasn't supposed to, and then trying to go back to my diet. So that's,
but the diet, they shouldn't even use the word diet.
Yeah. But
okay, so it's just the fact that it's a diet and it's a.
Well, so what I want to get to is your mindset. Okay.
It's a way of eating.
So what I want to say is it's a mindset. Veganism is not a diet. What you were doing was a diet. Veganism, we happen to eat a plant-based diet because we don't want to demand oppression. Veganism is a principled stance against the exploitation of all sentient beings. So, yeah. So it wasn't about me. It wasn't about being healthy. It was that I didn't want to give my money to those people anymore. That's what kept me motivated. Health, when you give up on a diet, I mean, it's no big deal. You're just giving up on yourself, right? You're not hurting others. Yeah. It's not a big deal. But when it comes to veganism, if you were to give up on veganism, you're actually harming others because you're demanding someone else's exploitation for your tongue entertainment.
Yeah, flesh.
No, absolutely. And I do see that side of it. Like I understand on my end just kind of a spiritual thing. Like you consume an animal that just was in shock, having his head cut off, or saw another animal get his head cut off.
Let's say the animals you eat. Let's say the animals you eat don't go through that stress. Let's say they have the perfect unaliving, right? Is it fair to take someone's life who wanted to live when you could just eat something else or use something else?
I agree. No, I agree. It's not. And I wonder why it still is a thing where it's like it's just food subconsciously.
Oh, because I mean, look at all the commercials, the billboards, the radio ads, all the constant messaging that you receive that says eat animals. It's good. It's tasty. It's the only way you're going to make friends. It's the only way you're going to be successful. Use animals. There's no logic. It's just, it's told to us over and over.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. And I see that. I don't mean to waste y'all's time because I like borderline agree, and it's just having the trouble.
So are you still using animal product? You said.
Right now, I just eat chicken or poultry and fish.
Poultry and fish. Okay.
So I would suggest watch Dominion just because it shows you what those standard practices are, even under those humane labels. It just shows you what that means. And you can ask yourself, do I really feel comfortable giving my money to people that are willing to treat animals this way?
And I'm sorry, is Dominion like a show or
it's a documentary? Yeah, it's a movie. Okay. Yeah, it's a documentary it came out of Australia, but they have footage from all around the world, and they just
standard practice what happens.
Yeah, it's standard practice of everything.
Yeah, even up to the dairy cows. They start, I think, from there. And dairy cows too.
Okay.
But it's standard practice and what happens when they're on that line. And it's the same with chickens. Chickens and fish. Fish feel pain too. And they are sentient. So every time you catch a fish or you pay for somebody to catch a fish, they're catching more fish and they're trolling in other sea life that should not even be in those nets. And they're killing them. And they make them out of mush and they sell them for dog and cat food. So... yeah, the same with the fish too. They grind everything up and make it in dog and cat food, whatever they don't use.
What's crazier with wild fish, a a bunch. I think it's like a third. I don't remember actually the percentage, but a decent amount of the fish that they take from the wild, they actually feed to farmed fish. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's
Yeah,
all a
I wouldn't
man's
expect that.
idea. It's all a man's idea, and every man idea has fucking circumstances that come along with it.
Yeah,
It's all
it
man.
does.
M-A-N, not woman. It's man.
No, I absolutely agree.
Well, Spencer, I appreciate your open-mindedness. It sounds like maybe you just need to see what it is that is happening behind closed doors. Because
Right.
you could also find out why we only get to see this through hidden cameras. Here in America, at least, we have what are called ag-gag laws that prevent us from being able to put a camera in these places. And if what they're doing is so moral, right, they should be absolutely
It should be a
proud.
glass house.
Yeah,
You
they
would
should
think
be proud.
they do it already.
Should be a glass house. They don't have anything to hide. Why are they hiding?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, I don't mean to waste y'all's time, so I'm going to hop down in your live so you can get someone else in here.
Hey,
Try
get
to
off
take
the
some of
fish
mine.
and the chicken. Let it go. You don't need it.
Yeah, you can do it, Spencer. You sound like a good person. Just watch Dominion, and then if you have any questions, please reach out to me, okay?
Okay, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming up.
You too.
Awesome. I do like it when people are cordial, at least. But I would like someone to
Yes.
actually engage and be willing to, self-reflect and make actual change. It sounds like a lot of people are like, I get it. All right, bye-bye.
Well,
Right.
I think that we have to remember that for a lot of people, this might be the first time they've actually been challenged
True.
and actually been asked to rethink. So I always, I kind of approach it like this. This might be the first time that they've ever really thought about it. So they're not going to agree in a 10-minute conversation with a stranger on the internet, right?
Right.
But he might go out and do some research. He might watch a documentary. A day or two from now, he might have processed this conversation, and you never know where that leads.
That's actually a really great point. Thank you. Yeah, that is a good point. We should
You're
all,
welcome.
hold that in our minds. I'm
I've
going
had
to
people
definitely
come
hold that.
back to me. I'm telling you, I have had people come back to me months later and say, Anastasia, guess what? And I'm like, what?
Aw, I love it.
So,
Yes.
we are planting a seed. We're
No, you're
planting a
right.
seed, especially when they're very respectful and cordial like that gentleman. Like when you can tell that
They're at
they
least
are
an
kind of
honest
on
person.
the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, let's try to get another honest actor up here.
Kid, hope it's not a kid.
I know. Hey, are you over 18?
What's up?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
26.
How do I pronounce your name?
Zyka.
Zyka. Okay, Zyka. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I like that.
It's just not my diet. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of kielbasa and beef.
Do you think we should
Kinda
respect
pumpkin.
animals?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you think we can respect animals while using them without their consent?
Oh yeah, I think so.
How do you do that? How do you use somebody morally without their consent?
Somebody,
Yeah,
a person.
sure. Yeah, we can start with humans.
I don't know if you can use a person without their consent.
Right, why not? I agree with you. I just
I
want to
don't
know
know
why
not.
you think
It's
so.
just not something you do. I don't know why not. What do you think? Why not?
Yeah, so it's because that person cares what happens to them.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's part of it. You also don't want to.
If I were them, I don't care about the law in this manner. What I care about is if I were them, I would still want to be respected. I would still want to be treated with dignity, right?
Oh yeah, golden rule: treat others like you want to treat yourself.
Yeah. So what is it
Yeah.
that separates humans from the animals we use?
I think a big part of it is the ability to speak.
So just because they can't talk, that's what makes it moral to use them without their consent?
Well, I just think that's a big part of it.
Well, I understand
Yeah.
that we
They
feel
do
comfortable
show you.
because of that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You
they
can-
do show you though, Zyka. They do show you how they feel.
Oh
Animals.
yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I mean they can definitely
They
feel.
run
They can
from
definitely.
humans for a reason.
Yeah, I mean they definitely feel. I feel like they can almost definitely have emotion. They're obviously
have
sentient. They're
emotion.
not as intelligent, but it's
Well, sentience means the
it's completely
ability to
different.
And
experience
they
subjective
they have
emotions.
families. They make friendships. They help each other out. You know, just because they can't speak doesn't mean you can't look at them and see what they're doing, or they can't tell you how they're feeling.
Yeah.
Do you
And
think
I agree.
if animals give us the clear sign that they don't consent to something, should we respect that?
I don't think they would consent if they had the ability.
So why
I don't
does
think
that give us the right
anything
then
would
to do what
consent
we
to that.
want to them?
I
Why
don't
does,
think anything would have the ability to consent to going into a farm and end up just being slaughtered for their meat.
I don't
But
disagree with you. I do agree that even if animals could talk and say, yes, I'm
right.
okay with this, they wouldn't understand what they're agreeing to. Much like and I made this example earlier, much like a child, if they're, a child under the age of 10 going, I want to be pregnant right now. I want to get married, right?
Right.
That's not actual consent. That's just
Yeah.
them expressing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think if animals could talk, we would treat them differently for sure.
probably. But morally speaking,
But I
I
think
just
that's
want to know
because
about you. Knowing
yeah.
that animals can show us that they don't want to be used, don't you think it's immoral that we then force them to be used?
I don't think so. I can't say so.
Right, and they're forced to be born. They're forced to be born when they don't want to be born.
Why is it okay to violate them?
Well, I mean, no matter how you look at it, they are definitely the lesser being, right?
Makes right.
Between humans.
Because I can dominate, I have the right to dominate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, you think about like just the food chain of things. All energy comes from the sun.
You didn't answer my question. Are you saying that might makes right is moral?
No, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Right. So just because animals are somehow submissive to us, does that mean that we have the right to use them?
I think animals are more of a resource, but you're looking at them as more of a personified
Okay, so let's go back to
being.
the beginning. Do you understand that animals are sentient?
Yeah.
What does
That's what we're
sentience
talking
mean?
I guess have a conscious.
Sentience means to
what I
have the
think of it.
ability to experience subjective feelings like pain and joy. All sentient beings share this want to live and to not be harmed. We all prefer to be comfortable, right?
Yep.
So what is it that's separating them from us? What makes it okay for us to oppress them for our benefit when we could just use something else?
I think it's that they're not as personified as we are, and
What
they
do you
are
think animals
physical
want?
property. I think they would want to be out in the. I mean, I think they'd want to be out in the open and not be caged up. Obviously,
If you
Just
were
out in the
them,
open, right?
if you were them, what would you want your oppressor to do?
I guess leave me alone. I guess if I was an animal, I'd want to be out in the field or whatever.
Right. So why aren't
I guess it
you
depends on the animal.
giving that mercy that you would demand if you were them?
I don't know if it's necessarily merciful though. I mean,
It is merciful.
about
So
any
do
time
you know
in-
what supply and demand is?
yeah.
Okay, so when you accept or use animals, you're putting in a demand. You're literally saying, I like this and I want more of it. And wherever you're getting it from will put the next individual through the system, birth someone into existence that will become used for you. So if you don't put in that demand, that individual isn't born into existence. Producers don't produce just to produce, they do it to make money. And if they know
think
that
if you-
demand is dropping, they reduce how many animals they breed into existence.
I think that's more realistic if you can do that starting on a large scale. If I don't do anything,
Large
they're
scale,
still going to kill just as many.
one person going vegan can save 100 to 300 animals from being born into existence. That's a lot.
I don't think so. I think
Okay,
that's
that's
wrong. I
great.
think
You
have
can go
to do
look
more
up the
than-
studies on this. I don't care if you believe me or not. The point is, when you give your money to someone that processes animals, you're giving your money to somebody to slit their throat, to steal them from their families. And whether or not you think they care, they do care, because we have scientific evidence that looks at this. The Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness, the New York Declaration of Consciousness. For example, dairy cows are one of the most studied farm animals. They are extremely maternal. They care very much about their babies, and yet we separate them so we can drink the milk. Does any of this sound fair? Would you tolerate any of this?
No, if it was happening to me, no. But I mean,
So why are
That's not
you
me.
so
Right.
keen
So,
to degrade your victims?
I thought
think-
you mentioned earlier that you want to treat others how you would want to be treated. Are you saying that you would want them to treat you in an oppressive way?
I was referencing people with that.
Well, we can apply this to animals as well, right? You
I
could
would
treat
not.
them in a certain, well, I'm saying you can. You can take the same logic and you can apply it there.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. If you want to be treated in a certain way, you probably shouldn't treat others in a bad way. You can just apply that to animals. If you don't want lions to come unalive you, you probably shouldn't go unalive them.
Yeah,
Same
no, you can definitely can apply it to that if you wanted to. I'm saying I personally don't.
Yeah, but you're just being like selectively arbitrary about why you're not doing that. Like there's very good reasons to do so, right? For the same reasons that you would do it for humans, which is that they experience pain, pleasure, you don't want to put them through suffering, so that's why you don't want them to put you through suffering. That it's the exact same logic that can be applied.
I think so. I think there's definitely a much bigger difference between my perspective of a human versus another animal, right? I mean, we've gone through the same experiences, we've gone through the same.
That's fine. That's
got the
fine.
same. Yeah.
That's all fine. All we're saying is you don't have to prioritize your taste pleasure over their entire existence.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, you definitely can do that.
You keep
Earlier you
saying
said
it like you're deflecting, and I want to point out that when you say that humans, just because we're human, that's why you respect them. That's like saying, this person's part of my group, therefore I respect him, and this person is not part of my group, so therefore I can do what I want to them. You're ignoring the fact that you have similarities, that you both want to live, you both don't want to be exploited, you both have your own purpose, right? You care what happens to you. Instead, you focus on your differences and say, I'm going to pick this arbitrary trait and deem you lesser than me. Why? They care about what happens to them just as much as you care what happens to you. Do you see how that's hypocritical?
I do. I think that they can't care about themselves as much as we care about ourselves.
See,
though.
that right there, that's an oppressive mindset. You literally just said animals don't care about their lives as much as you care about yours.
Well,
Do you actually
wouldn't you
know
agree?
this, or is this just something that you're using to cope with the idea that you're oppressing someone?
Do you think
I
that?
told you evidence that animals do care what happens to them extremely.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
Cambridge
animals-
and New York declarations. Go read them.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to die, right? But I mean, do they think of death the same way we do?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We actually disagree with your stance here
Yeah.
in that we actually say that they do care about their lives. You're somehow like, I don't know why you keep comparing the two to like how much they would care about themselves.
It's an
We're just
oppressive
saying-
mindset. Oppressors have to demean their victims and say, my victim doesn't care about their life, therefore it's okay that I victimize them. It's much like a rapist. Rapists think, oh, they don't care, they actually like it, so I'm going to get my pleasure from it. It's the same mindset. You're degrading your victims to make yourself feel better. When we have scientific evidence, they care what happens to them. And if I could just add, we have humans that are what you could say not sapient, but sentient, meaning they don't understand what's going on around them. They can't participate in society or give back. They can't reflect morality, right? They just know that they like certain things and they want to be comfortable. We still find it wrong to exploit those individuals because we care about their sentience. Not how smart they are, not what they look like. We just care that they care what happens to them. There's no morally relevant difference between the individual I just spoke of and the animals you use.
Well,
Both
and if
are
I
vulnerable.
could just add, yeah, and if I could just add, part of this is that we're all raised in this society where this is normalized, and we're sort of indoctrinated into this idea that just because this is the way things are, and this is how we're taught to perceive animals this way, right? We're taught to perceive certain animals as companion animals and certain animals as we commodify, right? So this partly isn't like all your fault, right? Because we all think this way because it's the society we're raised in. This is how we're taught. And when you're raised in an environment in a society where this is what you're taught, it's just what you believe. and you don't question it until something gets you to question it. And so those of us who are vegan, we have had experiences that made us question it. Like, geez, maybe this really isn't the right thing. So all we're asking you to do, and maybe not this minute, but maybe, when you leave this live, you will do some research, you'll watch some documentaries. Just think about the fact that a lot of the reason that you believe what you believe so passionately about these animals is because you were raised to believe that. This is what you're taught. But consider the fact that maybe, just maybe, you can change the way you think about this. That maybe the way that we're brought up, to see these animals as commodities really isn't the right thing to do. Maybe, like a lot of things we've done in our history, we need to figure out that this too is wrong and it needs to change, especially since there are alternatives for everything. And in 2025, there just isn't any reason for us to depend on animals for anything, because there's alternatives for everything, right? So why cause an animal to be oppressed and suffer and unalived when we really don't have to do that anymore? We can survive without them. We don't need to depend on them anymore. So just consider the fact that a lot of the reason that you're thinking this way is because it's how you were brought up. It's how we were brought up. But we got to a point where we questioned it. And so we're just asking you to rethink that a little bit, if that makes sense.
Right.
Exactly as
Yeah, I
she
hear you.
said. So maybe take a screenshot. Check out, I would suggest Dominion, but Darius Scary is great too. And just ask yourself if you want to give those people your money.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming up, and thank you for being a reasonable person to talk to.
Yep. All right. Take care.
All right. You have a great day.
Have a good one.
Awesome. Stasia, that was amazing. Oh, someone has their camera on? Oh, it's Lori. Okay, I see you.
Oh, it's just Lori.
Hey, Lori.
We'll wave. Hi.
All right. Are you guys ready for the next
Hey,
one?
Landon. Ready. Are you ready for the next one?
Man, I don't know. We'll see.
How long have you been live?
Not very long. I've only been live for
okay.
hour 40 minutes. But
yeah,
it's just because there's so many people that are disingenuous, kind of wears you out a little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is not, it's not easy.
Hey, Adrian, are you over 18? Well, we can't hear you if you leave. Adrian? Hi, are you over 18? Hello? Hello?
They're typing in chat, so they're definitely here. They're just like being very evasive right now.
Oh, okay, they dropped down. I wonder if they accidentally requested up. They didn't mean to.
Oh, possibly. That happens.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I wasn't raised vegan.
Do you recognize that animals are sentient?
Yep.
Okay, what does sentience mean?
It's alive and conscious.
Sentience just means the ability to experience subjective feelings like pain or joy. So do you think that we should respect animals?
Sure.
We can respect animals while using them without their consent?
Well, it's like, yeah, sure, respect. Like, there's animals around me, and I respect them. I don't go, like, walk all over them. But when it comes to me needing to eat, I'm going to take that animal out and eat it.
Yeah, if we don't have
go ahead.
Sorry. If we don't have to do that, should we try to avoid that?
That's the thing. Like, if I don't eat meat, I'm going to become like you, herbivore. I'm going to become soft.
I don't know what's wrong with being soft,
Well,
but
let me explain to you what's wrong.
No, that's
really
fair.
got it wrong, dude.
And he didn't answer my question either.
I didn't like the way that he was headed in a really bad direction.
Yeah.
I think.
He's clearly someone who is okay with oppression of other groups. So. Yeah, exactly, Frisia. Toxic masculinity. I usually call it toxic egoism because I've seen women do it too, but it definitely does happen more often with men. But yeah, toxic egoism, man, it's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, insecure. It's too bad.
Yeah.
Especially because
Little baby.
herbivorous is clearly much more of a of the stereotypical man, as he is standing up for the vulnerable. To me, that is
Right.
much more manly. But I don't care for
Agreed.
man, be a man kind of stuff anyway. But anyway, Virgil, are you over 18?
Yeah, 1982.
Okay, I feel like we've spoken before.
I think we did, yeah. But
Okay.
I can't remember.
I can't either, but welcome back. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I make the distinction between sentience and sapience, and I've been sentient but not sapient before, so I kind of feel like I know what it's like to be an animal, and so I don't really have an issue with consuming them.
It doesn't make sense. Do you think they don't care about their life?
That they don't even know to. Have you ever been under anesthesia? Or have you ever
Okay,
have
okay,
you
hold
ever
on a second. Because what you're bringing up is basically someone being unconscious. And I just want to point out,
Better get that.
yeah, if a woman was unconscious and you wanted to do things with her, but she's unconscious and cannot respond, she's not even going to feel it. Is it moral for you to do what you want to her body?
this is a little different than that. 'Cause,
Can you answer the question, yes or no?
Oh no, I totally wouldn't. I would never.
Thank you.
Hey, one sec. So this dude Virgil, I've talked to this guy before, and he's completely misinformed, disingenuous. I wouldn't waste your time.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it then. Disingenuous people, get out of here. I'm looking for diamonds. I don't need more dirt clods.
Like that too.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah. Besides, for people in the chat, sentience isn't consciousness. Consciousness may be a part of sentience, but that's not what we're talking about when we talk about sentience. It is different.
Right.
Yep.
And if you talk about consciousness in the sense of being self-aware, many of the animals we use are self-aware. So even though
Right.
you were under anesthesia, that is not how animals feel. That is a
No.
hilarious line
That's
to
not
draw.
their experience at all.
When someone's unconscious, you can poke them with sharp objects. That's why we do it when they're in surgery, right? Animals
Oh, yeah.
run away when you poke them. They're fully aware.
Well, that's why I think he thinks sentience is consciousness. I think that's where he was going with it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Landon's
No,
talked
it
to him
did
before,
sound
so
like
maybe Landon knows.
it did sound like that. Yeah. Hey, Landon,
Did
welcome
you
up.
just talk to Dylan? Did you just talk to Dylan? Because the Dylan's back up.
No, it's Virgil that we were talking to. I don't think
Okay.
it was Dylan. There was some other person named Dylan. I don't know if it was this guy.
Maybe that's him.
I'll bring him up.
My drop.
Yeah, I think it was this person.
Welcome back.
Okay, so you were here. Okay. Well, I'm glad he confirmed for us. That made it easy. All right. Well, there's no one requesting right now. I guess we made everyone else vegan.
Yay!
Woo!
Our work
We
is
did it,
done.
guys. We did it. Whew, and they said it couldn't be done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Come on, guys. If you're over 18, come talk to us. You got to be
Yeah.
genuine, though. I don't put up with disingenuous people.
I think
don't
Dylan was the one who was saying that vegans unalive more animals, and he was that person.
Do you remember why I dropped him by chance?
Yeah.
Oh no,
You're talking about how
He dropped
herbivores were
himself.
soft.
I think he dropped himself.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
he was the one that
ran-
said the soft comment.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, that guy's an idiot. I don't care to talk to that guy. He's got that egoism in the way. He can't see logic. He's like, no, whatever makes me look like the stereotype of a Chad, that's all I care about.
Right.
Oh my God. Hey, Ozark,
I was
how's it going?
invited up, but I was invited up. If you guys need to drop me for space, I have no issue hanging out in a comment.
I think we're okay right now. Let's see. I got Jess. Yeah, we got room.
Yeah, I brought him up.
Awesome. Hey, Jess. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing Ozark up. I like having Ozark up here. I like having all you guys. You guys are
Ozark
fantastic.
and Landon.
Yeah, all of y'all. Hey, sorry, Jess. No, sorry, Ozark. No, Ozark. Oh my God, Ozark. It's because your picture's different. I like it.
Yeah,
Jess.
the picture's different.
Yeah, it threw me
Back
off
to
for a
the
second. Hey, Jess, are you over 18? I can't hear you if you're outside of the app. There you are.
Hi.
Hey, are you over 18?
Yeah, I am 34.
Perfect. I love talking to adults.
Um,
Why aren't you vegan?
hey guys. Um, so I want to tell you about why, and I'm kind of hoping that somebody can say something informative or helpful. So I actually do think that if it's at all possible for people to not consume animals, they shouldn't. I had done research, watched documentaries, and since then I feel less good about it than I was before, which is pretty horrible. Um, when I had tried to go vegan before, I did all the substitutions, I did research with my diet. Generally, so I don't eat grains at all. Like, I don't eat any grains for dietary reasons. And so I had to get really specific with everything I was doing, and I can't do it. Like, literally, I can't do it. I was passing out, like, in the vitamin aisles looking for help. Somebody that I had talked to told me that she was working in that section, and I guess she had tried to go vegan as well and had similar results. Um, she asked me what I was substituting, how I was doing it. I told her, and she goes, "Well, if you're doing everything right and that's still not working for you, then it's not for you." And so it's just like,
Before,
morally,
I
do
would
I
I would ask you, did you talk to a dietitian or did you just assume it was your diet?
I did. I At that time I didn't have a doctor. I had a dietitian. So I told her what I was doing, my dietary restrictions that I did have, and I don't know, like, it just I
I don't know.
physically.
So, did you go to this dietitian and say, "I want to be vegan"?
Yes, and she was concerned, and then she goes, "Okay, these are all the things that you need to make sure that you're eating."
Mhm.
Um, and I did that, and
So, what is it that
I
she's
have tried.
what did she recommend for you to eat instead?
So, what the last time that I actively tried this was about a decade ago.
A
And
decade ago.
yeah, so it was around a decade ago that I had seriously tried, and I don't remember exactly. I know there was talking about B12, getting the protein from
Take a
leafy greens,
supplement.
vegetables.
I just want to know, is this genuinely why you're not vegan? Like, you care for the animals and you don't want to hurt them,
It's
but this is the only thing
genuinely.
holding you back?
Yes, it's genuinely why I do not feel good about it. I know that I'm not like a hunter. I'm not, and if I can't do it, like, if I can't be killing the food that I'm eating, then
Your language tells me that you don't care about the animals because you just said, if I'm not willing to kill the food, you mean the animals? Because they're not food, they're
ye
animals.
yes, but what I'm
This
saying
is
is
your
that,
mindset. I don't think that you are actually vegan. You still call animals a resource. Do you think that they're a
oh
resource
no,
or
I'm not
sentient
vegan.
beings?
I'm not vegan. I'm
I
not
know you're
vegan.
not. So let's say you are healthy and you're able to go vegan. Would you, and listen to my language, would you find it to be a moral obligation to live vegan?
Yes,
Okay. Do you think other people that are healthy that can go vegan should morally live vegan?
yes.
Okay. So what is it that you need from animals
I
specifically?
couldn't tell you. That's kind of why I'm on here. I can't tell you. I don't know.
So
It's
you
not like.
you need to go to a doctor because there might be some other underlying cause.
Yeah, if we could give you a resource that would help you navigate, like reintroducing a plant-based diet in a much more healthy and like mindful way with regards to your health and your dietary needs, would you be open to like interacting with that resource?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so veganeasy.org is basically the resource, and yeah,
Okay.
it's up on the background. You could just take a screenshot, or you could just
All
type it.
right. Let me
And
take a screenshot.
yeah, and basically what they'll do is they'll help you with all that. They'll take into consideration like your financial status,
your geographic location, your taste pleasures, your dietary needs, your health needs, like all of that. And they'll give you like meal plans. They'll answer all your questions, and they'll like
Oh
really
wow.
try to help you with all that because they're like actually trained to help people
Okay.
when it comes to dietetics. We're more focused on like the ethical conversations, but
Oh
those
yeah, ethically I am yeah, okay. I will check that out. Thank you.
Is it cool if I ask you one other question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you already try to like buy like plant-based leather or like plant-based forms of entertainment or like plant-based cosmetics, like your makeup and stuff like that?
Mhm. Well, I haven't worn makeup since I started working in a high security prison. Um, as far as I don't really know if I buy leather for things.
Conditioner, those are also cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I use Native for soap. Um, but what do you the other thing you asked about was entertainment. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like you wouldn't support like dog fighting
Oh
or
God.
like, chicken
I don't even
fighting.
watch the dolphins like in the aquarium at because it looks like slavery.
Yeah, that's another form of entertainment that's happening, right? Like the zoos, the aquariums, the circuses, those are all for humans' entertainment. Horse
Yeah,
races.
it's
Yeah.
very depressing.
So that's why I was like kind of wondering like do you try to avoid those other forms of exploitation as well because that would be directly in line with veganism.
Yes, I do. There was a so my family went to I believe it was Marine World and they were watching the dolphin. You know how sad it looks like the dolphin with the fin that's like all bent. I can't stay for stuff like that. Like that's makes me feel sick.
Yeah, yeah, us too. I mean, even if it didn't make me feel sick, knowing what the animal had to be put through and had to be subjected to their entire life, even if I wasn't visibly repulsed by it just by looking at it, I would still come to the same ethical conclusion that what we're doing is against their consent and it's wrong.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that they love it. They have human friends there, they feed them. But yeah, no. Same page with all of that. It's really just I will check out that resource. I just don't know what I've been doing wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you knew like exactly like what nutrient that you were lacking or whatever, like we could definitely just like, give you instant like alternatives. But if you don't even know that, then that would be something that you probably need to find out for yourself.
I would
Okay.
encourage you, nutritionfacts.org does have an easy checklist of how to get all your needed nutrition in a day. But, you said you did it the right way. I don't know what you were eating, but this would be a good thing to look at. Maybe the checklist could show you what you might have been missing, and maybe that might help you. And I
Okay.
also use ChatGPT sometimes, and I'll ask it to make a meal plan for me. And you can point out your sensitivities.
Oh, wow.
And then what I usually do, because those AI systems, they can make mistakes, and your health is important. I don't want you to get, hurt yourself. So what you can do is throw those meals into Cronometer, which is a free app, and just make sure that tells you the macro and micronutrients of that meal. And so you could see like, oh, this has that thing I can't have, if you ask for wheat or some kind of grain that you're not supposed to eat. And so you can like double check, make sure it's safe, and then make those meals to match what you need. That's
Okay.
just an idea. But I would
Yeah, well,
also
it's
recommend
valuable.
finding like a plant-based dietitian. They would also be really helpful.
Okay, specifically look
Well,
for
yeah,
one that is a plant-based dietitian.
that's when with Vegan Easy, they have plant-based dietitians and nutritionists, and also Challenge 22, but that's not up there.
Yeah.
You can go to challenge22.com and they can do the same thing, but the Vegan Easy is 30 days, where Challenge 22 is only 22 days, and it's all
Um,
free.
I was just gonna ask. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All free.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I
Hell yeah.
appreciate that.
Appreciate you coming up here with honest questions.
Good
That
luck,
really,
and come back and tell us what you think
yeah,
or
good
how
luck.
you're
Okay, I
doing.
will. I will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming up, Jess. I also want to say to everybody that's in here, vegan, non-vegan, please follow all of these vegans. They're amazing. They have great content. A lot of them go live often. You can talk to them yourself, or you can see what they post. Super informational posts. I'm always learning stuff, and I'm already vegan. There's Ozark, Landon Plants, Lori Light, StasiaOB. Did I say it right? I think I said it right. And then Herbivorous Ouroboros. Please follow all of them. They're all great activists. And like I said, they all make great informative posts. So please follow them all. And you can ask any of them questions. They will happily answer them as long as you're honest. If you're a dick, I can't promise what they'll do. That's on them. That's on them. And that's at your own peril. Well, I had someone requesting, but they dropped down. I guess I intimidated them by talking about all the awesome vegans up here. Well, I don't know. I guess I might call it here if nobody wants to come up and challenge us. We did our deed today. We turned a bunch of people vegan, I guess.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Well, usually I try to go another hour, but I'm going to call it here. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to that person. They're a child. All right, guys.
Sorry,
Well,
I was late to the show.
oh, that's okay,
Yes,
Ozark. That's okay. I appreciate you being here
I'll
anyway.
see you Wednesday. She's
Yes.
on Wednesday, so come back and see the host on Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesdays and Fridays. And
So
no,
I'm
Fridays this
debating.
week.
I'm probably going to go back to evenings just because it's such a arm wrestle between my partner and I, and he makes the money. I'm not making money doing this, so I let him have the room. So I'm going to go back to evenings because then I can just use the room whenever I want. So I'll probably be
That's
live.
way better for me.
Awesome. I'll be live probably around a little after 4.
Nice. On Friday?
Yeah,
Sounds
Friday
good.
and Wednesday. Friday and Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay.
About 20 minutes
I'm
after
also
4.
going to be changing the name of one of my other handles and popping on to kind of
Yes.
build a bigger following and do more active debating on that one because
Come
I
on
think it
up.
could be a little more.
Yes.
So I'll let you know that it's me when it is.
Okay.
Yeah, let us all know.
I also have a second account as a backup. It's VSL 2.0. So if you see that account, I mean, definitely talk to me first because someone could make a fake one now. But that's my other account that I'll also be trying to go live. I'll be going on other people's lives with it. So, yeah. It has a similar picture of me, but it's me eating tofu. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard USA. Tuesdays are going to be Topic Tuesdays when we discuss a very specific topic, possible guest speaker, depends on the topic. And then Thursdays is just kind of an ask a, kind of like this live, ask a vegan or whatever. So.
Right on.
Go check out Stasia. Oh my gosh. Please go check out Stasia. I'm getting tongue-tied, guys. What's happened to me? Please go check out her lives on Tuesday, Thursday. Please. Just go follow her. You'll see when she's up. Follow all of them. I already went through them all. Go follow all of them. Ozark even said he's going to go live.
Follow us.
Yeah, follow everybody. And Lori is always on people's lives.
Anybody going live now?
Yeah, is anybody going live now?
Not I wasn't planning on it. I don't know.
That's okay. Yeah, it's stressful to go live too, so it's like no pressure.
I'm just like I hop on, like I've been producing a lot of music lately, so it's like a lot of my time's like
music
sent towards that. So half the time I'm on lives, I'm like also doing that.
Nice, that's awesome. Multitasking.
Like I just chime in when I hear something that I might be relevant in.
What kind of music, Ozark?
EDM, like drum and bass stuff.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to.
It's really
release
cool.
some
He's played
stuff,
some
so-
of our course before. It's awesome. Check it out.
Send me some links.
I was gonna say, do you have an account that you're posting this on, or is it just for you right now?
Everything's private because I'm getting ready to send some stuff out to labels. I actually just did a song with another TikTok content creator. She did some vocals, so we're just kind of getting ready to
That's so
send
cool.
that one out. But I will get some links for you guys to listen to privately.
Oh yeah,
please.
I don't know if you know, I'm a musician as well.
I think I did know that.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. I work on too many genres, unfortunately.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I just do like bass heavy EDM stuff, but primarily drum and bass.
Nice. My newest project is Exotica Spaghetti Western.
Exotica
Sweet.
spaghetti western. Wow, that's I can't even imagine what that genre is.
It's way more like indie rock than that, but there's just like little elements of that in there.
Oh, that's awesome. I would love to hear your stuff too. Is that on your page or a separate account or?
No, I'm working on a record right now, and once I do that, I'll probably post some stuff.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's
my
so cool. I love that.
Yeah, we need more vegan
Awesome.
musicians for sure.
We do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right on.
All right, guys. Well,
All right,
that's
y'all
fantastic.
enjoy your federal holiday.
Yes, you as well.
Yeah, everybody have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great vegan day, guys, and I'll catch you at some other lives. Remember, I'll see you Wednesday, Friday. Everybody else, you'll see Stasia on Tuesday, Thursday, and Ozark and Landon whenever they go live. I'm sorry, guys.
Totally random.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember when you guys said the schedule.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I haven't hosted a live myself in a while, so.
Okay. Well, you know,
Hopefully soon.
if they follow you, they'll see even when you're on someone else's panel. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Catch you guys later.
Bye, guys.
All right. See you guys. Have a
Bye,
great
everybody.
vegan day. Thank you. And thank you to all my mods. Thank you, Frisia. I saw you working hard in there. I don't know who else was in there. Thank you to all the vegans. I really do appreciate your support. It makes a world of difference. So thank you. All right. I think Universe might go live today, so definitely check him out. He'll be live in probably a couple of hours. So anyway, I might be on there. I might be on my other account too. Bye, guys. Have a great vegan day. I'll see ya.